हम है ना series continues with a new chapter called sale or return basis. It's a very simple chapter, not extremely VVIP status wala chapter. You may get a 4 to 5 marks typical question. There are two methods in this chapter. Two methods. There are two different methods for accounting. In the lecture, during the classes, physical lecture, I have explained everything in detail. I may not be able to explain that much in detail, but let us understand. I have a retail shop and I am sitting in wholesale market or I am a distributor. So first I'm addressing that I have a retail shop. As a retailer, mind you have got a new product, completely new product in your shop. Now, once you get a completely new product, when I say completely new product, utility of that product is not known to the final customer who enters your shop. As a retailer, when you got the product in your shop, you were confident that the customers that you are catering to, 100% their utility will be fulfilled. That's the reason why you got the product in your shop. Nobody has used it. Product is new. So utility is unknown. Now there will be different types of customers that will be entering your shop. Cake which I called as Mamu. And the moment he enters the shop and you as a shopkeeper tell him that आपको देख के कंपनी ने प्रोडक्ट बनाया और आपको देख के मैंने ये प्रोडक्ट मेरे शॉप में लाया बेचने के लिए आपको कोई खास extraordinary efforts लेने नहीं है to convert him into actual customer. He will immediately buy without questions asked. He will buy that. Very easy to handle. Second type of customer, you're smart. So you tell him this is a new product, this is the utility, this is how you're going to use it, this is the warranty, this is the guarantee, this particular manufacturer company is involved, blah blah. He will immediately on the spot. He will check online, then he will do a lot of bargaining for price, blah blah blah. Still, you will manage to sell it, if not in the same visit to the shop, maybe after one or two separate visits. You will still convert him into actual customer. Now तीसरा टाइप का कस्टमर है ना वो है 1.5 1.5 अब ये 1.5 कस्टमर जो है वो कभी एग्री करने वाला नहीं है बिकॉज यू विल जस्ट कीप ऑन सेइंग ये नया प्रोडक्ट है कस्टमर का रेफरेंस किधर है कस्टमर ने यूज किया उसका एक्सपीरियंस कहाँ है ब्ला 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 अब एज अ शॉपकीपर ये आपका कॉल है यू लीव दिस कस्टमर ही इज नॉट अ कस्टमर बट for this product, but he's your regular customer, but you leave him. He doesn't get convinced. Or you become little aggressive. Provided you are 100% sure about two things. One, utility of the product and customers' requirements. सर समझा नहीं समझा दो जब एज अ रिटेलर आपको मालूम है कि अगर ये प्रोडक्ट यूज करेगा कौन सामने वाला प्रोस्पेक्टिव कस्टमर तो 100% वो बाय करेगा सो प्रोडक्ट की यूटिलिटी आपको मालूम है कस्टमर की रिक्वायरमेंट मालूम है एंड कस्टमर की कैपेसिटी टू पे भी आपको मालूम है बिकॉज यू आर सिटिंग इन द रिटेल शॉप कस्टमर्स आर नोन टू ओवर द इयर्स अगर इस तरह का सिचुएशन आया तो एज अ रिटेलर यू मे टेल द कस्टमर ठीक है सर ये प्रोडक्ट नया है तो आपको प्रोडक्ट पे भरोसा नहीं है और मेरे जजमेंट पे भरोसा भी नहीं विच इज फाइन बट सर मेरा एग्जैक्टली ऑपोजिट I one believe in the product and two I believe in you also. तो कस्टमर बोलेगा आप मेरे में बिलीव करके क्या फायदा द डिसीजन टू बाय इज व्हाट आई हैव टू टेक सो आई शुड बी कन्विंस्ड तो एज अ शॉपकीपर यू मे टेल हिम सर एक काम करो आप लेके जाओ ना प्रोडक्ट ऐसा नहीं देना यू यूज इट फॉर 1 week is symbolic now it depends upon what is the time period but in my example it is 1 week within 1 week if you don't understand that it is worth buying at the end of 1 week, you return the product. You don't pay anything. If you like it, after using it. It's a win-win situation for both of us. First question, before we go to accounting and all, will you as a retailer give this offer to every Tom, Dick and Harry who enters your shop? Not at all. You better understand this will be only for those prospective customers and you know about their utility, their requirements and capacity, their intentions also. They should be honest. सर तो आप अकाउंटिंग की बात करते हैं अल्टीमेटली वी आर अकाउंटेंट्स बॉस वी आर नॉट सपोज टू जस्ट डिस्कस चिट चैट सो द अकाउंटिंग इन द फर्स्ट टू प्लेसेस the day on which the customer will buy the product, it becomes a sale. Either it is a cash sale or credit sale. So if it is a cash sale, cash account debit to sales account. In case of credit sale, debtors account debit to sales account. So there is nothing to discuss in first two possibilities. In the third possibility, where you are dispatching the goods to the customer, you are transferring the possession of the goods to the customer, but not the ownership. Accounting is very important. Now here, there are two different methods. First method, where on the date of dispatch, you assume it to be a sale. This will be mostly followed by retailers. Now, why on the date of dispatch, retailer will assume it to be a sale? Yeah, because he will not have any doubt in his mind. And if he will have a doubt, he will not dispatch the goods on approval to such person. But technically speaking, is it the same? No, because ownership of the goods is not transferred. If ownership of the goods still remains with the retailer, it is not actual sale. So, under first method, we dispatch very few transactions on sale or return basis. Very few. Yeah, because such customers will be very few. Right? The second method, which we discuss in detail later on, but in second method, almost all transactions are on sale or return basis. So that's not with retailer, but that might be with the distributor also. So cutting it down to first method, I am discussing the accounting entries that we would record when we are talking about method 1. In method 1, on the date of dispatch, even if it is not actual sales, we assume it to be a sale and we definitely pass the entry for credit sales and not cash sales. So on the date of dispatch, when we are sending the goods on approval, as you see, correct, what entry we will pass? Debtors account debit to sales. This will be at which price? Debtors account debit to sales account. This will be at which price? Whatever is the selling price that we have agreed was. What else? Then, entry when approval is received from the customer. Now, you better understand when you dispatch the goods on approval basis, you have already passed the entry for credit sales. So, when he approves it within 1 week's time, will I again pass the entry for credit sales? What nonsense. If I have dispatched goods of 10,000, I have already passed the entry, debtors account will be 10,000 to sales account 10,000. After 2 days, he tells me he is buying. So, will I again pass the entry? Debtors account will be 10,000 to sales account 10,000? No. So, on the date of approval, I don't have to pass the entry for the simple reason. On the date of dispatch, I have assumed it to be a sale and I pass the entry for credit sales. For goods returned by customer. Now you better understand one thing. For you, you have treated it as a sale on the date of dispatch, right? So in your books of accounts, you have always addressed it as sales. उसके सामने जब कस्टमर रिटर्न करता है तो you will treat it in your books of account as sales return. So what do you will pass sales return account debit to debtors account. In principle, someone may ask me a question, sir, आपने assume किया था sales, अभी कस्टमर ने रिजेक्ट कर दिया, तो आपका assumption valid नहीं है. It is no more a sale. So you can always reverse the sales. That is, you can always pass the sales account to debtors account. Let us not argue. Let us not debate. Because overall in final account, sales account debit is also deducted from sales. And sales return account debit is also ultimately deducted from sales. So this is a very stupid argument. But yes, from my books of accounts point of view, earlier it was a sale or no. उसके सामने कस्टमर ने रिटर्न किया कि नहीं, इसीलिए हम लिख रहे हैं सेल्स रिटर्न. Hello. Are you clear? Fine. Because this is a question which I always come across in the class. Oh, sir, we can always write sales account. हाँ भाई ठीक है. Sales account debit is also deducted from sales and sales return account debit is also deducted from sales. तुमने तुम्हारे बुक्स में ऑन द डेट ऑफ डिस्पैच उसको ट्रीट किया था कि नहीं सेल्स? यस. उसके सामने रिटर्न हुआ कि नहीं? देयरफॉर वी राइट सेल्स रिटर्न अकाउंट. एम आई वेरी लाउड एंड क्लियर? ठीक ना. Entry for goods still on approval at the end of the year. Now this is very technical and this is something important. आपने 26 दिसंबर को गुड्स रवाना कर दिए, एक हफ्ते का टाइम पीरियड. On 26 December, you pass the entry, debtors account debit to sales account. Till 31st December, customer has not rejected the goods, nor yet approved the goods. Can you treat it as sales for the year? No. Can you treat this as a sales return for the year? No, we don't know because अभी तक कस्टमर ने जवाब नहीं दिया. सर कस्टमर ने जवाब नहीं दिया तो उसको आप फोन करो और पूछो. नहीं, उसका टाइम पीरियड खत्म नहीं. योर अकाउंटिंग ईयर इज अबाउट टू गेट इट. सो इन योर बुक्स you have treated this as a sales for the year, which is not appropriate because customer has not approved the goods. He has not given the approval. So, sir, what we should do? Immediately reverse it from sales. I'm not saying sales, reverse it from sales. Why reverse it from sales? Because it's not your sales for the year. Yeah, but then you assume it to be a sales for the year when you dispatch. But yeah. So now what do you do? You reverse the sales. So we pass the sales account debit to debtors account. कोई शक? No, sir. And mind it, these are those goods which are lying with prospective customer, but we are the owners. So who's the owner of these goods? We are the owners. I said no, we are the owners. So in our physical stock, we need to add this to get the correct closing stock. In short, by the end of the year, if customer has not approved the goods nor rejected the goods, that is goods are still lying with the customer on approval basis, you will be passing two entries. एक सेंटेंस याद रखना पूरे चैप्टर को समझने के लिए. It is not your sales for the year, therefore it is your closing stock. Repeat with me. It is not my sales for the year, therefore it is my closing stock. I know this is not a live classroom. This is a what do you say, video, YouTube video, but still repeat with me. It is not my sales for the year. Once you say it is not my sales for the year, reverse it from sales. And it is not your sales for the year. That means it is not goods sold, which means it is goods unsold. Goods unsold, and your closing stock. So I will be passing two entries: sales account debit to debtors account, and then closing stock account debit to trading account. Check. Be careful. When you reverse it from sales, it will be at selling price. And when you will add it to your closing stock, it will be at cost price. Check. One more small stupid thing, but very important. Not stupid, but very important thing. In fact, on the subsequent date, अच्छा, ये मैं कोई अंडरलाइन कर नहीं रहा हूं, बट अंडरलाइन कर रहा हूं. क्या रिटर्न हुआ तो सेल्स रिटर्न टू डेटर्स. कुछ भी जवाब नहीं आया तो we'll reverse the sales and we add it to closing stock at cost price. Check. Now, on the subsequent date, that is next accounting year, if the goods are actually returned by the customer, will you pass any entry? There's a question of passing any entry. लास्ट ईयर हमने हमारे सेल्स से रिवर्स कर दिया था, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में ऐड कर दिया था. गुड्स फिजिकली प्रोस्पेक्टिव कस्टमर के पास थे, उसने वो रिटर्न कर दिया. दैट्स ऑल. सो आई डोंट हैव टू डू एनीथिंग. But in the second year, subsequent year, if it approves the goods, I will have to pass entry for sales account. That is debtors account debit to sales. Check. Let's quickly repeat. On the day of dispatch, we assume it to be a credit sales. We pass entry debtors account debit to sales. If customer rejects the goods, returns the goods, we pass entry sales return account debit to debtors. Time period खत्म नहीं हुआ, accounting year खत्म हो गया, but period of approval is not over. He has not replied it back to you. So problem is it is not your sales for the year, and therefore it is my closing stock. बस ये इतना खाली याद रखना. It is not my sales for the year, therefore it is my closing stock. If it is not your sales for the year, you reverse the sales. That is, you pass the entry sales account debit to debtors account, and then you add it to closing stock. That is closing stock account debit to trading account. In the next year, if he rejects the goods, मतलब he returns the goods, you don't do anything because आपने last year सब reverse कर दिया. But if he approves those, 100% you have to pass 94 credit sales, that is debtors account up to sales. Remember, in this YouTube video, again and again, I am reminding you, I'm discussing all concepts of the chapter, not calculation. So I'm not doing any problem. While doing calculation, you have to be careful with the profit conversion, whether selling price is given, cost price is given, from cost to selling price, we are going from selling price to cost price, we are going, etc., etc., etc. But that is not the object of these YouTube videos. That can be covered up only in the classroom when I've done 30, 40, 50 problems with you. Correct? Here we are only discussing and covering up concepts which you should know 1 or 2 days before the exam. So I'm not getting into the problem solving at all, and I'm straight away jumping to method. Remember, method 2 is a method which will be used by distributors, wholesalers, etc., who will be dispatching mostly goods on sale on return basis. So they will not have few transactions. In fact, all transactions will be initially starting from sale or return. So if they decide to follow the first method, wala mechanism, first assume it to be a sales, then sales return. If the customer rejects the goods within time limit, by the end of the year, customer does not reply, then reverse the sales and add it to closing stock. It will become too much, nahi, 3 much, nahi. It will become much for the accountant and for the owner. So when your numerous transactions are on sale on approval basis, only to record sale or return wala transactions, you will make a rough journal और उसी का rough ledger. Hello. Only and only to take care of sale or return wala transaction. So please understand, when the transactions are numerous, yani many, a businessman maintains the following books: sale or return day book, which is sort of a subsidiary book, and sale or return ledger, which contains the accounts of the customer and sale or return account. But remember, both are memoranda books and are not the part of normal bookkeeping system. इसीलिए मैंने बोला शुद्ध हिंदी में या इंग्लिश में, it's a rough journal and rough ledger. How it operates. Sale or return day book. This is a journal. Number in 1, 2, 3, 4 serial number. The date on which we have dispatched the goods, to whom we have dispatched the goods, and the LF column is to do the ledger posting in the rough ledger. Then goods retained. So इधर वापस आपने पार्टी का नाम नहीं लिखा है. अरे idiot. If I dispatch goods to A, B will return the goods, or it is implied that A will only return? A will only return, no? Or return, no? So ना तो retained में ना तो return में वापस पार्टी का नाम आएगा. Hello, are you following what I'm saying? Yes. And then of course the balance, that is balance of goods lying with. So for example, on 1st March, I have dispatched goods worth rupees 10,000. Right? By 5th March, he has retained goods worth rupees 2,000. By 6th March, क्या हुआ झटका हुआ है उसको मालूम नहीं. He has returned goods worth rupees 3,000. So कितने का goods मैंने dispatch किया था? 10,000. उसमें से 2,000 का goods उसने क्या कर दिया? फटाफट बोलो. रिटेन कर दिया, यानी अप्रूव कर दिया. और 3,000 का गुड्स उसने क्या कर दिया? रिटर्न कर दिया. तो अभी भी उसके पास लाइन ऑन अप्रूवल कितना है? 5,000. ना अगर आपको याद होगा सेल्स बुक का लेजर पोस्टिंग में, सेल्स बुक इज अ सब्सिडरी बुक, जर्नल बुक. उसका जब हम लेजर पोस्टिंग करते हैं तो सेल्स बुक टू सेल्स अकाउंट नो इंडिविजुअल एंट्री विल गो. सेल्स बुक टू सेल्स अकाउंट ऑलवेज द टोटल विल, बट सेल्स बुक टू इंडिविजुअल कस्टमर्स अकाउंट इंडिविजुअल एंट्री. यहाँ पे रफ लेजर में आपके जितने पार्टीज है एबीसीडी, यानी इंडिविजुअल डीलर्स अकाउंट आप बनाओगे, प्लस आप सेल और रिटर्न अकाउंट बनाओगे. सेल और रिटर्न अकाउंट में यहां से सेल और रिटर्न डे बुक से कभी भी, यानी कभी भी इंडिविजुअल एंट्री पोस्ट नहीं होगा. द टोटल विल बी पोस्टेड ऑफ दिस. मतलब योर सेल और रिटर्न अकाउंट विल बी क्रेडिटेड विद द टोटल ऑफ दिस. योर सेल और रिटर्न अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड बाय टोटल ऑफ दिस. And your sale or return account will be again debited क्योंकि एक्चुअल सेल्स हुआ तो भी इट इज नो मोर ऑन अप्रूवल, और रिटर्न हुआ तो भी इट इज नो मोर ऑन अप्रूवल. सो सेल्स और रिटर्न अकाउंट में, रफ लेजर में, क्रेडिट बैलेंस में वो अमाउंट इंक्लूडेड होना नहीं चाहिए. जस्ट टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड, आई हैव डिस्पैच गुड्स वर्थ रुपीज 10,000 एंड लेट अस से द टोटल इज आल्सो 10,000. उसमें से 2,000 का गुड्स आर रिटेन यानी अप्रूव्ड, सो इट इज नो मोर ऑन अप्रूवल, सो इट हैज टू बी डेबिटेड, नो. एंड देन 3,000 का रिटर्न किया तो वो भी. So finally, this total gives you the goods which are still on approval and which is 5,000. Got it? So remember, this sale or return table, which book is rough journal. इसका रफ लेजर पोस्टिंग होगा रफ लेजर बुक में, जिसमें इंडिविजुअल डेटर्स के अकाउंट बनेंगे और सेल और रिटर्न अकाउंट बनेंगे. So whenever you dispatch, sale or return account will be credited. When goods are retained, that is approved, sale or return account will be debited. When goods are returned, sale or return account will be debited. However, sale or return account में credit as well as debit will never be individual entry, but total of these columns. Total of A column, total of B column, total of C column. Am I very loud and clear? बाकी जो इंडिविजुअल अकाउंट है उसमें इंडिविजुअल एंट्री जाएगा, इंडिविजुअल एबीसीडी का. नाउ वन मोर पॉइंट विच यू शुड नॉट फॉरगेट, जब रिटेन हुआ तो इट इज नो मोर ऑन अप्रूवल, सो सेल और रिटर्न डे बुक में भी अप्रूव्ड के एंट्री आया, लेजर में हमने रिवर्स कर दिया. सो इससे आपका जॉब खत्म नहीं हुआ. वन इट इज अप्रूव्ड, वन इट इज रिटेन्ड, इट has become actual sales. So you'll have to record it in actual sales. And from sales book, you'll have to post it to actual data account, not in rough, but in actual ledger book, and also credit to sales account, not individual entry, but the total. So quickly we will repeat. As and when we dispatch the goods, we record in A column. In rough journal first, उसका लेजर पोस्टिंग इंडिविजुअल अकाउंट, इंडिविजुअल डेटर अकाउंट में इंडिविजुअली एंट्री जाएगा, बट ए कॉलम का टोटल विल गो इन सेल्स रिटर्न अकाउंट क्रेडिट से. जब गुड्स रिटेन्ड होंगे, विल रिकॉर्ड इट इन सेल और रिटर्न डे बुक बिकॉज इट इज नो मोर ऑन अप्रूवल. इंडिविजुअल एंट्री जाएगा इंडिविजुअल डेटर अकाउंट में, जो रफ लेजर में, और टोटल जाएगा बी कॉलम का सेल्स और रिटर्न अकाउंट में डेबिट में, बिकॉज इट इज नो मोर ऑन अप्रूवल एज इट इज अप्रूव्ड. सर इसका मेन जर्नल बुक है और मन लेजर बुक में भी इसका इम्पैक्ट आएगा, बट फिलहाल हम ये डिस्कस कर. रिटर्न हुआ, सेल हो गई, आप सी कॉलम में रिकॉर्ड कर दो. सी कॉलम का जो अमाउंट कॉलम का टोटल है वो जाएगा सेल्स और रिटर्न अकाउंट में, डेबिट में. इंडिविजुअल कस्टमर्स अकाउंट विल बी क्रेडिटेड. जो बैलेंस है वो आपका बैलेंस है, वही बैलेंस होगा आपके इंडिविजुअल डेटर अकाउंट का भी टोटल सेल और रिटर्न अकाउंट का क्रेडिट बैलेंस. ना ये जो रिटेन वाला मामला है, ये आपका क्या बन गया, आपका एक्चुअल सेल्स बन. हाँ या ना. therefore it must be entered in sales book, and from sales book, sales account and individual debtors account लेजर पोस्टिंग होना चाहिए. ये सेल्स बुक यानी ये जर्नल बुक है, और ये जाएगा लेजर. कुछ तो समझो ना कि सब कुछ समझ गए. सो सेल्स अकाउंट विल बी क्रेडिटेड by the total, and individual debtors account will be debited by individual accounts. More than that, more than this is nothing in method to watch. Mind it, it's not something called extraordinary chapter, VVIP chapter from CA foundation point of view. So whatever I've discussed should give you enough clarity to cover up the points. Yes? I'll see you with the next chapter. Bye. Hum hai na series continues. So it's not bye, but bye for the day. Yeah? Bye.